What's up? Welcome into your Buckeye Rush Hour for a Monday, May 15th, 2023. Thank you for joining me. We're going to talk a little Aaron Noland today. We've got some little bit of news and notes and updates from the weekend. He participated in the Elite 11 camp. PC, what's up? Glad to see you. Oh, PC, I got something awesome to show you. Check this out. I hope you can see this and hear this. This is going to be the new intro to our Sunday night show. Share sound. Check this out. 1 second. I don't think it's working. Can you hear that? How about that? Let me know if you could hear that. I couldn't hear it, but anyways. Well. I don't want to waste our time. We're trying to do a tight 30 minutes today, but what's up, Sue? Good to see you. Yeah, that's Travis and Tyvis. Well, sorry about that. If you listen to the podcast form, you'll hear it. But anyways, I'll get the bugs worked out. It's probably because of this Zoom video, streaming shit. So anyways, today, hit me in the chat with your questions, comments. I'm going to start off with some Aaron Noland. Aaron Noland battled Michigan commit quarterback Jadyn Davis over the weekend down in the Atlanta area. They were at the Elite 11 camp for a regional camp. Aaron Noland gets the invitation to the finals, Elite 11 finals. Somebody else that was there did not. Yes, Jadyn Davis did not. So Aaron Noland, the 4-star out of Georgia, we know him. Number 6 quarterback ranked by 24/7 Sports, 6'3", 190 pro style, the lefty, all the good stuff. Undefeated state champs in 2022. Committed to the Buckeyes back in early April. Took his unofficial, got the scholarship offer, and then committed right after that. So they went head to head. Aaron Noland and Jadyn Davis went head to head. Both of them performed well. I won't completely shit on Jadyn Davis, but they traded reps side by side. But Aaron Noland ultimately won the day, got the invitation to the Elite 11, and that's next month actually in LA. So the quarterbacks are asked to make a lot of different throws and a lot of just volume of throws. But Aaron Noland, after the camp, said it was very cool to get ahead and get some competition against a future rival. If not a rival right now, it was very good and exciting. He said, I think I was very consistent. I think I did a good job of being poised with all the drills that we went through. I think I was the best version of myself today. The challenge is to make every throw and be consistent. Especially when you're being judged by multiple coaches, evaluators, the guys that work for the Elite 11 and everything. He also said that why he chose Ohio State, he said they hit on all platforms. The people and the resources made it the best decision for me. He also said that about Ohio State's quarterback room, he said, I want to be pushed to the limits. So he wants hard coaching, and I think Ryan Day is happy to abide. He also said in regard to what you're getting from Aaron Noland, he said you're getting a QB, a leader, a commander, willing to go into battle with anyone. He was asked who he's recruiting right now, who his targets are. He's going after the California O lineman Brandon Baker. It's a big get if we get him. D lineman Dylan Stewart. But he didn't really name names on these other guys, but a couple wide receivers, a couple corners, and some secondary guys. So definitely doing his part to lead the recruiting efforts as a starting quarterback or future starting quarterback should, right? He does have the official visit set up for June 9th. So let me check your comments here. Travis, technology is hard, Travis. PC, yeah, Air Noland looked good. He's so smooth, and that quick release is money. I love that. It's something I think we might have talked about before. I don't like a quarterback that has a big looping wind up, like a Steve Young or Tim Tebow. That's why Tebow didn't last in the NFL. He took forever to get the ball out. So I like that, and plus you don't get chopped by a defensive end from behind. So really like the quick release. And Billy said, be nice if he beats Rayola in the finals. I agree. Sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Yeah, Air Noland does have a good head on his shoulders. I would agree. Well spoken, smart, and everything you want in a quarterback. And he seems to have that leadership quality that is one of those intangibles, I would say. Sue, when did jerking around our entire fan base become funny? Who are you talking about, Rayola or Jeremiah Smith? Should go either direction there, I think. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I think he's willing to scramble. I think Aaron Noland is willing to scramble. I saw some of his highlight tape. Actually, he ducks under a DN that's coming at him and slides out. Stayed within the pocket somewhat, but yeah, he'll get out and run a little bit. Everybody's got that CJ withdrawal, or we're kind of CJ. I don't know, scarred, I guess. Sue's talking about Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, that's what Jeremiah Smith does. Again, South Florida boys. We talked about it. The reputation they carry is he's kind of right in line with what we've seen. Yeah, PTSD, exactly. CJ PTSD. That's a new acronym. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to read into Jeremiah Smith and his tweets that he likes to put out there and then delete. But I think he's still a Buckeye. I mean, I'm not too worried about Georgia's receivers to the NFL history, or their quarterbacks for that matter. So I'm not too worried. I think as long as Brian Hartline, Ryan Day are still there, I think Jeremiah is definitely a Buckeye. PC says Smith is still on board, right? I know he's taking visits, but he's still with us. No, yes, he is still with us. He had this quote. Let me read this quote to you. I just saw it earlier today, right after Rayola committed. This is from Jeremiah Smith. He said this to Chad Simmons at On3. He said, quote, "Georgia getting Dylan means a lot to me and my interest in them. I have to really give Georgia a look now that they have Dylan." So take that for what you will. Travis, it'll take a big bag to get Jeremiah away from Hartline. I agree with that. And now that the Buckeyes do have their NIL somewhat in order, at least much better than it was a year ago, I feel better about that. Yeah, I got you, Sue. No problem. I think we're all on the same page there. Yeah. Yes, that's a good point, Billy. There are other fish in the sea. You got Mylan Graham, the other 5-star commit from over in the Indianapolis area. He's solid. No worries about him. You got Keelan Adams over in Virginia Beach. You got Jeremiah McClellan out of St. Louis. So no shortage of other receivers, Yeah, I agree, PC. It is kind of crap, to be honest. Yeah. So what can you do? What do you guys think about Aaron Noland beating out Jadyn Davis for that invite to the finals? I think that's a big deal. Jadyn Davis is supposed to be the 5-star. Aaron Noland's just merely a 4-star. I think Aaron is going to get a bump though in his ratings soon. I think the next ratings bump or the rankings get readjusted in June, coming up soon. So Ravioli, Travis. Why is Ravioli going to UGA? Yeah, their track record of developing quarterbacks is not great, Travis. But hey, you can stay in school for 7 years and still not graduate. And apparently it's not a big deal, right? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the South Florida guys give the other ones a bad rep, like the Mark Fletcher thing last year. But we never really heard much about Brandon Ennis being, he was definitely being courted by other schools, but he didn't seem to waver at all. Carnell Tate, there was a lot of rumors and stuff from Tennessee, but I think that was all just message board crap. I don't think Tate or Ennis were ever a concern to flip. I think it was all just a bunch of, made up shit. Yeah, Jake Fromm and Stetson Bennett, Billy, exactly. That's the quality of quarterbacks they're cranking out down there. Yeah, good one, PC. Them don't do so much book learning. No, they don't. Just plays the football. Yeah. So what else you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about, I got a recruiting show coming out, another one tomorrow morning. This is like the hot recruiting time of year because you got kids at all these camps all over the country, and guys are shoving microphones in their faces. We're getting video of them playing, running through their drills and shit. And then we're getting more information on where they're visiting. You got official visits coming up in June, besides all the camps and stuff. So June is going to be a really big month. I think defensively, we're going to see some commits here. June, definitely by July. I think Bryce West and Aaron Scott are committing in July. And I think we're going to get some more defensive commits here. We have to. I mean, right? This class is just going to be half empty if we don't get some defensive recruits. And I don't think it's all going to go down to the December signing day. I think we're going to get a lot of guys are going to want to commit before their high school senior years start, so you're talking August when practice starts. So I think July, you're definitely going to get some booms on the defensive side of the ball that we've all been waiting for, right? Yeah, we are stacked on offense. I feel good about Kingston Villamahu Asa. Got it that time. Hey, one for me. I feel good about him, the linebacker out of St. John's Bosco. I'm feeling good about him. Who else? Spillman, the linebacker from Tennessee, is probably a Tennessee guy. We got 2 already with Stover and Peyton Pierce. So, and then corners, like I said, Bryce West, Aaron Scott, they have talked about playing together. Not necessarily a package deal, but let's see, if it has an effect on where he goes, where Aaron Scott goes, then I think it helps the Buckeyes because Bryce West is 100% a Buckeye, in my opinion. Sue, did y'all see what Burns said this morning? He said he heard Stetson Bennett was quite possibly academically ineligible to play in the Peach Bowl. That was going around December before we played. Yeah, I've heard that. But I think Jadyn Davis was a little upset, but Ohio State also stopped recruiting Jadyn Davis like over a year ago. they just were, even before Raiola committed, they were just, they didn't think he was the guy. And he's a little undersized, in my opinion. He's barely 6 foot tall, if that. So, and maybe 205, something like that. So I think Ryan Day has a type, and that type is 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", maybe as low as 6'1", but I think that's his bottom basement, as far as the height goes. Travis, make me feel better about our offensive line. A leaky line combined with a first-year starter scares the hell out of me. I agree. But I don't feel too bad, because bringing in Josh Simmons is huge. Even if he doesn't turn into a starter this year, bringing in Simmons just adds depth. I mean, you're going to have injuries here and there, and having somebody to go in there, whether it's Tegra, Zen, Josh Simmons, it makes me sleep a lot better at night, honestly. And then you got the guards are solid. You got Enoch Vamahi, who did sub in at guard last year a little bit. So he adds depth, and he's a 4th-year guy. So I feel okay about the O-line. Left tackle, Josh Fryer does not seem to have any competitors out there at left tackle. They haven't given him that starting position. They haven't let him, say that he's locked it up, but I feel like they would be mentioning other names if it were a true competition. So, and Josh Fryer's been there 4 years too. So I feel good about it. Let me get caught up on your comments here real quick. Yeah. On the Stetson Bennett, I don't know, academically ineligible thing. It's over. I mean, I know it would be. Would it really surprise you, though? Would it really surprise you if an SEC team somehow fudged their way to make sure their starting quarterback played in the playoff game? I wouldn't be surprised. Not saying it's right, but anyways, 4 years of eligibility for Simmons. I believe so, but one of those years would have to be a red shirt, I believe. But anyways, yeah. No, I think it's 3 years plus a red shirt, actually. He's a COVID guy? No, he came in. He was not in the COVID class. Simmons. Yeah, Simmons was in the 2021 class, so no COVID year. COVID was anybody 2022 and before, back in time. I know you'd be appalled, Billy, just like me. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really pursue it as far as Stetson Bennett goes. We missed a kick. I would rather play them at their best anyways, without, going against their backup quarterback. We almost beat him, man. I just watched. You're talking about Bennett? Oh. Yeah, you got it right. 4 years playing, 1 redshirt year. Avon Barksdale, 91. Awesome name, dude. He says, I think Aaron Noland will have a crazy finish by the time he hits Columbus. Most definitely a 5-star. Yeah, I don't see any other way. We'll see how his senior year goes. But the kid's balled out since he's landed in high school. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised. Travis says, in Fry, we trust, but our O-line looked really bad in the spring game. Our D-line is just dominant. Yeah, you could make the argument that it's a combination of both. The O-line maybe still working through some positional issues, especially at right tackle, but D-line are you got 2 5-stars, and Jack and JT. And how about Jack finally getting to go back to the D-line? He's got to be ecstatic. I expect big things out of Jack this year. The next updated rankings will be in June. I don't have a date on that, but I do know it's coming up in June. So I think you're going to see Sam Williams Dixon get a bump. He's a freaking 3-star right now. And obviously Aaron Noland. Be interesting to see if there are any other 5-star receivers that pop up, but either way, I feel pretty good about those guys. BC says, thinks because the D was strong, I don't think the O-line will be bad at all. Sue, yes, on 3 updated rankings, Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Team Up North 5. Wow. Team Up North dropped to 5, huh? That's surprising. They were number 1, I thought. What's 24/7 got here? They haven't factored in Raiola yet. They're still using their adding machines and their abacuses to figure that out. Sure. All right, we're going to go for a few more minutes, but yeah, we're going to go for a few more minutes, but hit me up with anything you got. Let me know if you have any topic suggestions for Wednesday and Friday. PC says who's 3 and 4? Oh, Buckeye Bob in Seattle. Let's go. You just mentioned plenty. Tate is scary. Yep, Tate is scary. Travis, if we don't have the best D-line in the nation this year, we probably never will. I think our starting 4 is stacked. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who they roll out there. Snap 1, week 1. Do you have Tyreek and Mike Hall at the D tackle spots? Or do you have Ty Hamilton in there as a starter? Not that it really matters because you're going to rotate those 3 guys kind of evenly, but who does start week 1? So On 3 uses average player grades, not total. That's good. That's what I go by. That total was stupid because one team, like especially in the transfer portal, you got Colorado who was bringing in like a total overhaul of the roster, 85 guys. And then Ohio State's bringing in 8. How can you possibly take total points? Oh, PC, that's a tough one there. Anyone other than me wants Styles on the field instead of Ransom, PC says. I don't know. I love Styles, but Ransom's in his 4th year. I know he's had his issues here and there, last season, but I don't know. I don't know if you could take Ransom off the field. It's a classic coach's conundrum, right? Do you play the experienced guy or do you play the more talented guy? Typically coaches side with the experienced guy because the guy knows where to be, knows what position to be in, and on any given play. So, but Sonny is a freak. Sonny is a freak, and they're going to use him, like they did last year against 12 personnel coming in against an extra tight end, and maybe even use him as an outside linebacker when teams are in a running set, with a big formation. So we'll see. You also got CJ Hicks you can use out there at an extra linebacker. So Travis says JT, Jack, Tyreek, and Hall. QB hurries 100% of snaps, in my opinion. I would say that's pretty good package. Yeah, PC. I would like to see more Styles too, but you know how coaches can be sometimes. But yeah. So I'm going to get out of here in a couple of minutes, but any last parting words? You have the floor. I will read your comments. How's the timing of this work for you guys? Is 4:30 Eastern, good for you? It works best for me. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And like we talked about before, we might ramp this up to every day during the season, at least Monday through Friday. Everybody's going to be watching football on Saturdays and Sundays, so you're probably not going to be listening to my ass. So yeah, we'll keep this party rolling Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4:30 Eastern. Hop in, subscribe, hit the bell to get alerted and all that. Thank you, PC. Appreciate your feedback. We've got some new topics and stuff we're going to work on, and Jeff and Sean will be popping in here occasionally. So they'll offer their 2 cents. Not bad, Sue. Just not bad. Not great. Yeah, Styles is promising, but we can't forget he's still a pup. Yeah, he is only 18. So, but yeah, I'm going to jump out of here in a sec. But appreciate everybody in the chat, and everybody listening, and not in the chat, but watching anyways. All right, thanks, Travis. Good for you. I'm trying to use the afternoon a little bit differently. You know, a lot of shows are on around noon or mornings. You know, 8 or 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So trying to find a slot where there's not a lot of competition, you know, but still feed us our Buckeyes that we need, right? Oh, you watch politics at 4? Well, if you ever want a break, Sue, you know where to go. Take a little break from your politics. And I appreciate everybody. Go Bucks. And I will talk to you on this show Wednesday, but you will have your daily blitz in your ear holes and your eye holes on Tuesday morning. So take care. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.